Hi, Michael. Thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you. Nice to be here.
You're a legend in the film industry. I mean, you've starred in so many great films and some of my personal favorites of all time, like Beetlejuice and Spotlight. What drew you to this film, The Protege?
I thought it was really fun. I just thought it was, I just read it and the pages turned pretty quickly, and I thought, I'm not sure I've played anything like that character, so that's, you get interested to see if, it's a challenge, so like that, and the timing was right in my life, the timing it was a good time to do a movie like that, and I had the time, and honestly, it was really that simple. I just thought, when you talk, it's an action movie, right? So, if you have to categorize it.
She's not gonna run. She's gonna lick her wounds, and she's coming after us.
Hi, Maggie. It's so lovely to talk to you. It's such an honor.
How are you doing?
I'm so good, thank you.
Great.
Maggie, your character, Anna, is so cool and badass. But of course, you're no stranger to action roles and playing an assassin. What drew you to this story?
The story. It was the script initially. Yeah, it really was. It was Richard's script. He did such a great job fleshing out all these characters. The relationships were great. Everything kind of really mattered to me. And to be honest, in this genre, you don't read scripts that you like, I mean, there's obviously going to be action that's very entertaining, but the scripts are never really quite there. The character development's never really there. The relationships are never really there. And then when I found out that Martin was directing, I obviously, we got on the phone right away and we started to talk about the script. And, he just, like every stereotype in the action world, he didn't want to do. He wanted to counter all of that and go in a very different direction with all of this. And that was music to my ears. And after that conversation, that sort of sealed the deal for me.
Why don't you just consider it a mystery best left unsolved?
You know that I'm no good.
So you have done a bunch of action films in the past. I mean, you're even Batman. But in this film, you do go up against Maggie Q, who's trained under Jackie Chan before. What was she like to work with?
Great, and it's really interesting to work with someone like that, man or woman. But when you watch her, because she had to pull two things off here, she's in kind of a league of her own, I mean, I'm not an aficionado of these type of martial arts films or even action movies, so there may be others out there kind of like her, but I think she's kind of carved out a nice niche. And in this movie, she gets to play stuff that I don't think she gets to play very often. And she was really good at it. She's charming and really sexy, and she's really smart, and she's a total badass. That she's pretty much gotten down. But yeah, and that stuff with her and Jackie Chan, like she would just what she knew and what she learned from him was so interesting, because he's a legend, a true legend, And she's great in this movie, I think.
You're gonna die.
I just wanted to end their life. And anyone standing in my way.
Martin, you're one of the best action directors in the world. I mean, you've done films like The Mask of Zorro, 2 James Bond films, GoldenEye and Casino Royale. When you saw the script for The Protege, what made you decide to get on board?
Just simply the story. I love the story. A female assassin pictures have been around a long time. From everything from Atomic Blonde to Peppermint to God knows what. I remember Angelina Jolie. What was the film she did? Really, Assault, I think it was. They've been around a while, but this story was what really hooked me. It was a very interesting story, and very interesting relationships between her and Sam Jackson, her adopted father, and of course Michael Keaton, which was a very competitive kind of, a lot of sparks between them, as it were.
You're in intrigued by her?
You know, I don't know that anybody really, no, I'm kidding. You know, we're women. We're go, go, go. But Michael's so funny. He's almost like the reluctant action star because he's actually really good, but he's like, oh my God, can I really do this? And he absolutely can. And he, you know, he worked his butt off as you would expect Michael Keaton to do in anything that he does. And he was wonderful. I mean, he has this one scene without me that was just awesome. I mean, this fight that he has, it's so good. And when we were fighting together, you know, we were just in constant communication. We got along very well. So it was just, we were always sort of like, especially for me, I mean, I was terrified to like hurt him or do anything, but like, you know, always making sure each other was comfortable, that we were happy, we felt strong. And so with that communication, I think we got a good product.
Maggie, thank you so much. I really appreciate your time.
You too.
Bye.
Bye.
I'd really like to see you again, under different circumstances.
These are the best circumstances you'll ever see me in.